Hey guys, this is the Organic Growth Agency, and in this video I'm going to show you how I'm going to grow my portfolio of websites from $2,500 a month to $25,000 a month using Ezoic display ads. So I have two websites which are both monetized via Ezoic display ads, and they bring in together a total revenue of $2,500 a month. And I'm creating a system to grow that site from $2,500 a month to $25,000 a month. And the thing is that I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've been at it for a few years. I think, as you can see in the screenshot, I started monetizing the first site like two and a half years ago. So I don't have a lot of time, but I've created sort of a system throughout the years that seems to be doing pretty well. And now I'm looking for ways to scale up that website, get more passive income without me actually doing the work, since I have a job. And I'm a bit too busy to keep my focus on these display ad sites. Now, I'm not going to tell the whole history. Maybe I'll do that in another video of how it took 2 years to build up a lot of things. But what I want to do now is going to tell you about how we're going to grow the site throughout the next 12 months. Here's the thing. We started with like a simple test, and once we started getting some traction, finding the right keywords and things, the Ezoic income was about $10, $11, $12 per thousand visits. We are up now to about $24 per thousand visits since we made changes to the niches, to the types of articles, and to the articles as a whole, the length and the way we write them. So the basis for now is $24 per thousand visits a month. That is the income that we're going to calculate with. So if we want to grow from $2,400 to $25,000 a month, we need a lot of articles. I'm going to need 938 articles in total to achieve this goal. And how I want to do that is the following way. I have hired two project managers, and they are both gonna set up a system independently to grow each their own website. So I have two websites, one that's already creating revenue for me and a new one. And I'm gonna both give them the task to basically scale up an organization where I put money in and I get content out or money out. And the thing is, I wanna have it like an assembly line, like a flow that I can scale up and down as much as I want to, but the flow is always the same. So the first important thing is the project management system. The project management system is the thing the project management people need to get ready first. And when you think about scaling through content, it's basically an assembly line. So it starts with someone needs to find the right keywords. Well, we have developed in the last 2 years a great way to basically find unlimited keywords. So we need to make a manual from that, and we need VAs to find keywords. Then we need VAs to transform those keywords into outlines, into content briefings, into pages, H1s, H2s, and H3s. Then we send those briefings together with a great briefing to Word Agents. That is the agency we use to create content. We're very happy with that. Then out of Word Agents comes a piece of content. Then we need a VA editor to check if the content is right. Are the keywords properly? Did they follow the briefing? Is it thorough? Is it, everything we want it to be? If it is, then great. If it's not, then they need to report feedback so they can improve the article. From the content editor, we need another VA to find images for the article. And once we have the images and the content itself, somebody needs to put it online, publish it, and then we need to make sure it gets indexed via Google Search Console. Those are the steps involved in our assembly line. And we need to create a project management system that allows this to scale. So we need to check where the bottleneck is. For example, if we don't get enough keywords to feed the assembly line, we need to hire more VAs to do the keyword research so we fill up the pipeline. And then if Word Agents get stuck because they keep producing articles, but we don't have enough content editors to check everything and pass it through the line, then we need to hire more of those. So in theory, this would be very, very scalable without losing any form of quality. The only thing that we need to determine is how much money do we put in to scale it up. That's basically it. So for the next 12 months, I've reserved about 120,000 euros to scale everything up. And my guess would be about 3,000 euros a month goes to the project managers, about 3,000 a month goes to the VAs that are part of the assembly line, and about 3,000 a month goes into word agents, into the content itself. That is my guess at this moment. Now, of course, at the beginning, this will be a lot, smaller, because we're going to start with having one VA at every position and then start getting through some content and then scale it up and see where it breaks down. But maybe at the end, after 12 months, we won't be at like 10,000 euros expenses a month, but maybe at 20,000 or 30,000. I don't know. So it's going to be something that will scale up over time. That is the idea, and that way we should be able to create the 938 blog articles that we need, and also with the quality that we need, with the images that we need, everything done exactly the way I want it to be, so we get the $24 per 1,000 visits that I'm hoping for. Or the other way around, one article needs to produce $24 per month, so if it gets 2 or 3 or 4,000 euros visits a month, it can do with a less EPMV. So if it does 3,000 visits a month, you only need $10 per 1,000 visits to still hit the 24 mark or go above it. Now, I have no idea if I can produce, let's say, the 400 articles I want for $120,000. And I know that a lot of people will say that, sure, if you just do the calculation, let me do it for you, then I can spend $128 on an article, which isn't that much. So I'm not sure, and I know that a lot of people are going to say, well, $128 per article, that's way too much. I understand. But the thing is, word agents cost money, which will be, I think, about $100 per article. And then you have the people who did the keyword research, and the people who find the images and who put it online, and have the project managers. So there will be a lot of overhead because my time is extremely limited. I have 1 hour per week per website. So 2 hours a week is what I'm going to spend on this project and nothing more. And since I'm not filling the role of project manager, which I know a lot of people are filling themselves, things will be more expensive. If it costs more money, then I'm ultimately fine with that, because if we hit the $24 per month mark and one article costs about, 128 might not be enough, but even if it costs $150 a month, it's like 6 months, 7 months until you earn it back. It takes some months to index the article, to get it ranking. So in roughly 12 months, you will make your money back, and then you have $24 a month per article for doing nothing, which sounds like a great deal to me. An ROI of 1 year is pretty insane. So that is my plan, how I'm going to scale up my website with Ezoic display ads from $2,500 to $25,000 a month in roughly the next 12 months. Now, I've tested, tried a lot of things in the past, and they haven't always worked out the way I wanted it to. So if this is actually going to happen, I'm not sure. We'll see. But ultimately, I'm just starting now in April, and we'll see how things go. And I'll keep you guys posted with everything that I'm struggling with, everything that's going great. Of course, what the website numbers are doing. If you're wondering, the $2,500 comes from about 200,000 visits a month. I think it's a bit lower, somewhere between 180 and 200,000 visits a month. So that's going to be my journey. I hope you follow along. If you have any questions, leave them in the YouTube comments. And if not, then I hope to see you again at the next video. Cheers!